Orchestra, in this video we're going to teach our cello players how to correctly adjust their end pin. Bass players, you will have your own separate video on this. Violins and violas, this really doesn't apply to you, so you can just skip to the next video. Cellos, the purpose of our end pin is to bring our instrument up to the correct height so that we are in a good playing position. So let's take a look at how to get it set up. Getting your end pin set up for the first time is a little bit challenging, but I'm going to show you some tricks to make it pretty easy. The first step is to make sure that we put our cello in a position where we can reach our end pin screw. Now you can do this two ways. One, you can put it up in your lap on its side. Just make sure you have your screw pointing up. Or if your cello is a little bit too big for you to do that, just go ahead and set it down on the floor in front of you, on its side, with the screw facing up. My first trick to getting your end pin in approximately the right place is to do this with your fingers, and we're going to measure the distance between our thumb and our pinky. So I'm going to take my screw and really just give it half of a turn. That's all you have to do to get it loose. Don't keep turning it, you just lose your screw, it will come out and then it'll be difficult to put back in. Half a turn will do you. Now I'm going to take my end pin and pull it out until it measures the distance between my thumb and my pinky. Then tighten your screw down, and now we're going to test it. The first way to test it is to pick your cello up and then stand up with it. Then we're going to see if our scroll is at about nose height. Now you can see this is pretty right for me. It's just about at my nose. So I'm going to test it in one more way. I'm going to sit on the very edge of my chair, sitting up nice and tall with good posture, and then put my cello in the correct playing position. Now what I'm looking for is for my ear to be in between these two pegs. And you can see that it's actually just a little bit too low for me. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust my end pin out just a little bit further. All right, I'm going to test it again. And when my cello is in the correct playing position, you can see that my ear is in between these two pegs, and it's at the exact right length for me. Now, if you don't want to have to guess at your end pin length every day, there's one more trick for you. You can take a marker like a Sharpie, or in the case of my end pin, because it's black, I might need to use a pencil or a whiteout marker. When you have your end pin adjusted correctly, just go ahead and draw yourself a little line where it goes. It's not going to hurt your end pin. It'll eventually wipe off over time. It's a good way to give yourself a good judge of how far to take your end pin out when you're beginning. All right, cellos, happy playing.